2 weeks ago, 32 schools stepped boldly into the I Beg to Differ arena. Young minds with sharp wits and louder convictions, each determined to make their mark. From heated clashes on whether teachers should be the highest paid public servants, to fiery debates on ASU strikes, corporal punishment, and the language of instruction in schools, we've watched brilliance bloom in real time. One by one, 16 schools advanced, each proving that brilliance shines brightest under pressure. Schools like Ideal Crystal, Great Solid Rock, Timi Comprehensive, and International School Unilag lit up the stage. Albesta Academy, Honeyland Schools, Wellspring College, and many others, too many for time to name, reminded us what passion sounds like when knowledge takes the mic.
That's right, Femi. Now we stand at the grand finale of the round of 16, the last stop before the quarterfinals. Kings and Queenies Zenith School faces CMS Grammar School this hour as they tackle a vital question for our planet's future. Should the government prioritize rewards for recyclers over penalties for non-recyclers? Later at 5, it is Danbath Schools against Straightgate High School in a bold political debate that hits at the heart of Nigeria's democracy. Does Nigeria need a referendum instead of another constitutional amendment?
By the end of today, only the strongest schools, will remain in the race. This race for glory, incredible prizes, and the crown of I Beg to Differ Season 9 champion. This is where the courage meets clarity. It's where every argument counts. So welcome one and all to the round of 16 finale. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3. You can't miss it. Like, comment, and share the live streams. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels.
And I am Yvonne Okhaifo. Don't forget, you can catch I Beg to Differ live on Kids FM 101.7. And if you miss any of the debates during the week, no worries. The full highlights await you every weekend on Wazobia Max Television. Just tune in to DSTV channel 259, GoTV channel 98, or Star Times channel 195. A huge thank you to GZ Industries, our proud lead sponsor this edition. We're also grateful to Multiplan Pathway College, Fena Microfinance Bank, and Obiwizi for their tremendous support in making this competition possible.
All right, time to meet our judges now, starting with our Chief Judge, Dr. Chike Ingbadiche, Head of Department, Communications, Media, and Cultural Studies, Pan Atlantic University. He's our Chief Judge. We bid him welcome. Welcome to Judge Amaya Kove, Programs Manager, Center for Inclusive Social Development. Welcome, Judge Ama. Judge Ufoma Egbamuno is the News Manager, Nigeria Info, Cool FM, Kids FM, Wazobia FM. Welcome, Judge Ufoma. Thanks to Hilary Naruka, Judge Hilary Naruka, Digital Editorial Lead, Nigeria Info. He's on standby. And finally, Yvonne Okhaifo, Principal Vaughn, Broadcaster and Elocution Coach. May I hear the loudest applause for her?
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Well, the champions of this edition will take home an impressive 5 million naira along with 3 sleek Samsung tablets. Our runners-up won't be left behind. They'll claim 3 million naira and 3 powerful Bluetooth speakers. And for third place, there's 2 million naira plus 3 premium Bluetooth headphones waiting to be won. All these fantastic prizes are proudly brought to you by GZ Industries, our lead sponsor this edition. We also extend special thanks to our partners, Obiwizi, Multiplan Pathway College, and Fena Microfinance Bank for their incredible support.
All right, time now for us to meet the contestants in this first of two debates today to close out the round of 32. Lagos, this first debate pits two brilliant schools together. Let's meet their contestants. First, we'll start with a school that came into the first round of this debate debating on whether child marriage should be a criminal offense. On that occasion, they went up against Porter's Comprehensive High School, Songwater, Ogun State, and they prevailed. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome for the duo of Charles Chinedu Ezedike and Emmanuel that's Emmanuel Omofoma of Kings and Queens Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos. Welcome to these brilliant kids. Welcome, Emmanuel. And welcome to you too, Charles. Well done. Charles is 14. He's in SS3. Emmanuel is 15. He's also in SS3. They are also supported by Omoni Deborah, who's also 14 and in SS2. Kings and Queens Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos. Their opponents defeated Makraj International School, Ota, Ogun State, in the first round. The topic on that occasion was, should former governors ever return to public office? They are here for the round of 16 matchup against Kings and Queens Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos. Meet the duo of Akinyele Taiwo Akinkumi and Okhaifo Chukwudalu from CMS Grammar School, Bariga, Lagos. Welcome to both of you, Taiwo. And you, Chukwudalu, how are you doing?
Okay.
Well, Akinyele Taiwo Akinkumi is 15, he's in SS3. Okhaifo Chukwudalu is 14, and he's in SS2. They are supported by Kolawole Joshua, who's 13 and in GS3. Chukwudalu, you have a third name, right?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Overcomer.
Overcomer. Fantastic name. Don't worry, you will overcome in life. Amen to that. All right.
Well, the motion for this hour is, before we get into that, if you're watching the live streams, which you should be doing, by the way, you will see their chaperones in the viewing room.
Yeah.
We'll start with CMS Grammar School. Can you tell us about your chaperone?
Her name is Miss Augusta.
Miss Augusta
Ebeniwe.
Is she the only one with you today?
And we have our third speaker.
Oh, the third speaker. Wonderful. A round of applause for the chaperone of CMS Grammar School. And now to Kings and Queenies Zenith School. Tell us about your chaperone.
His name is Mr. David Bilimo.
Mr. David Bilima.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Wonderful.
Mr. David Bilima, we applaud you too. Well done. Well done. It's not easy. All right.
The motion this hour is, the government should focus more on rewards for recyclers than penalties for non-recyclers. 2 weeks ago, or last week, not 2 weeks ago, these contestants picked their sides. Now they will remind us of how this debate will go. We'll start with Kings and Queenies Zenith School. How will you argue today?
We'll be opposing the motion.
You will oppose the motion. So CMS Grammar School will support the motion that the government should focus more on rewards for recyclers than penalties for non-recyclers. Now, it is time to battle, Femi.
This first regional final for Lagos for season 9 of the I Beg to Differ students debate is brought to you by GZ Industries. Thanks to them, and thanks also to Obiwizi, Fena Trust Microfinance Bank, and Multi-Plan Pathway College for their support. We'll be right back after this very short timeout.
Hello there, I'm here to tell you about the world-class beverage cans producers, GZI. At GZI, excellence is our hallmark. We produce world-class aluminum beverage cans that meet the highest international quality and safety standards. Our cans are 100% recyclable, lightweight, and designed to keep every beverage fresh while protecting the planet. With state-of-the-art facilities and responsible production practices, we are proudly setting the pace for sustainable packaging across Africa. GZI. Yes, we can.
Yes, welcome back to the final stop of the second round before the quarterfinal battles begin on Monday. Today's first matchup, you heard earlier on, it brings together two resilient schools ready to argue a policy idea that affects our environment, economy, and future behavior. Should government rely more on incentives to encourage recycling or lean on punishment for those who refuse to comply? Is positive reinforcement the smarter route or route, depending on how your orientation is? Does punishment change habits faster? Where is the balance between carrots and sticks? Kings and Queenies Zenith School and CMS Grammar School are here to settle that debate. We've met our contestants. Now it's time for us to do battle.
Starting with CMS Grammar School, the motion supporter. You've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
As Randy J. Peterson once said, reward is much more effective than punishment if you want to change a person's behavior. Good day, distinguished judges, every attentive audience, and my worthy opponents. Today's motion is not just another environmental cliche. It's a reality Nigeria must confront. With overflowing landfills and polluted villages, which method would truly push Nigerians to consistent recycling, punishments or rewards? Research, behavioral science, and global experience all point to one conclusion. People respond far more effectively to rewards than punishments. And here are my points. 1. Rewards encourage long-term behavioral change. People respond far more better to rewards because, according to behavioral psychology, humans repeat behaviors that bring benefits. With Nigeria's recycling participation already below 15%, we need a strategy that encourages long-term behavioral change. Furthermore, rewards encourage participation across all ages. Studies worldwide show that reward increased participation by 40 to 60% worldwide. Programs like We Cyclists in Lagos demonstrated this, as we see an additional 11,000 households participated in recycling. Moreover, Rewards Up Nigeria recover billions of naira it loses annually. Nigeria loses over 600 billion naira by failing to recycle plastic, metals, and scraps. This has led to a lot of loss, but rewarding recyclers help them to get these materials and reuse them. In addition to that, rewards uplifts the informal sector. Over 70% of Nigeria's recycling is done by the informal sector, people already struggling to survive. Reward-based integration gives them dignity, income, and purpose. Punishment isolates them while reward empowers them. Also, similarly, reward costs less to implement than punishments. Why do the government need to spend billions on enforcement teams, legal processes, waste tribunals, and legal processes, when the same amount of money could be used to fund reward ops that only require simple collection centers and digital points? Mind you, reward doesn't need to be money. It could be cash. It could be a title, maybe title for the cleanest community, and this is needed. In addition to that, reward reduce corruption. When fines become the main tools, who checks the enforcers? Who ensures fairness? Nigeria has seen how easily fines turn into bribery. But with rewards, this risk is eliminated because people are not fighting to collect money from individuals. Instead, they are competing to earn it. Also, reward clean cities faster than punishment ever could. If our goal is rapid environmental development, Jones will use a strategy proven to deliver quicker results. Countries like Kenya and Rwanda use reward-based systems and were able to increase recycling by up to 5 times in another year. Also, reward encourages innovation. What inspires young entrepreneurs more? Threats, opportunities. Reward-based systems help to inspire innovation. That's why we see countries that incentivize reward see breakthroughs like AI, plastic to fuel technology, and AI-driven sorting. This is proof that reward encourages innovation. in addition to that, reward fights poverty while fighting pollution. Over 40% of Nigeria's population are poor, but rewards can help solve this problem. With rewards, market women and poor people can earn money by collecting plastic waste and help their life. This shows us reward become a lifeline for these individuals. And lastly, reward encourages measurable progress. With fines, how do we know the amount of waste collected, the amount of people participating in recycling? Well, rewards give this data, allowing the government to track progress, and it allows them to make decisions and policies that affect our daily life. In conclusion, punishments will only make a person not to throw pure water sachet on the road, but reward will make them pick it up, sort it, and collect it. Now, punishment will make the road clean, but reward will clean the environment. Thank you.
Well done. Now we will hear from the motion opposer, Kings and Queenies Zenith School.
And just as a reminder, that was Akinyele Taiwo Akinkunmi of CMS Grammar School, Bariga, Lagos, opening for his school.
That's right. You've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
Effective waste management requires a balanced approach. While rewards for recyclers may seem appealing, penalty for non-compliance is a more effective deterrent. Let us look at this discussion logically and not comfortably. Before I proceed, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of those who deserve to be honored by saying good day to the moderators, to the panel of judges, worthy opponents, and my esteemed audience. Esteemed before you stand confidence, is DK Charles, the bonafide student, proud representative of Kings and Queenies Zenith School, and I'm here to firmly oppose the motion that said the government should focus more on rewards for recyclers than penalty for non-recyclers. Rewarding the winning cannot substitute for correcting the negligence, because penalties does generosity without boundary invites complacency. To begin with, penalties discourage people from littering and not recycling, promoting a cleaner environment. For example, in India, the plastic waste management rules went into impose penalties on manufacturers and businesses that failed to meet recycling targets, with fines ranging from 2,000 rupees to 50,000 rupees per ton of shortfall, resulting in significant reduction in pollution. Without penalties, recycling become optional and our planet pays the price. Furthermore, rewards are actually not so effective. Some individuals may be motivated by rewards, however, may not be motivated by rewards. However, penalties are necessary to ensure compliance. Research by United Nations Environment Programme (UNEP) highlights that financial incentives can be effective, but penalties are often more effective in changing behavior. Moreover, penalties are way too costly to implement. Reward programs can divert resources away from other important initiatives, which increases the financial burden on the government. Now, in the European Union, the Extended Producer Responsibility (EPR) framework requires producers to pay fees for waste management, which can be to fund recycling infrastructure. The government has limited resources. Should every naira be a bonus? Similarly, penalties generate revenue. Fines can fund environmental initiatives and recycling programs, which can help to reduce the financial burden on the government. For example, in the Philippines, fines collected from environmental violators are used to fund conservation efforts and community development projects. If we capitalize rewarding over punishing, then do we simply provide appealing perks to those the few who recycle and leave the rest to the awful lot? Additionally, penalties hold business and individuals accountable for their waste management practices, thereby promoting responsible behavior. In the United Kingdom, the political principles are applied in so many countries, which holds businesses and organizations and individuals responsible for their waste generation and management. What's more, penalties send a clear message that pollution and non-compliance will be tolerated, thereby promoting responsible behavior. In Germany, for example, sustainable waste management practices have contributed to laws and penalties which help to reduce waste disposal and littering. If we focus on rewarding and punishing, the one message we send that people can litter waste about and degrade the environment so there's nothing left, simply because it's rewarding not to do so. Moving on, providing rewards are actually meant to foster temporary interest. However, penalty-based systems can fund recycling infrastructure, thereby improving waste management capabilities. In Sweden, for example, external producer fees have contributed to a culture of waste reduction and recycling. On top of that, those who pollute or do not recycle should pay for the harm they cause, promoting responsible behavior, fairness, and accountability. In the United Kingdom, the Environmental Protection Act 1990 establishes the principle of polluter pays, which holds individuals and organizations amenable for the damage they cause to environments. Encouragement without consequence is charity for chaos. Not only that, but penalties prevent pollution by discouraging harmful practices and promoting sustainable alternatives. In many countries, penalties have encouraged producers to design more sustainable products and improve their waste management capabilities and invest in recycling infrastructure. I do not deny the value of rewards. They work to a point. However, presenting them as the main focus is misleading, because if we say only rewards and no punishments, we might as well be saying some of us get prizes, the other of us get a free pass. Neither fair nor wise. Thank you for your time, and I'll be back.
Okay, well done.
Brilliant opening rounds
Indeed.
for these two schools. Well done. That was Charles Ezedike Chinedu is 14. He's an SS3 student of Kings and Queenies Zenith Schools, Ikorodu, Lagos. Before that, you heard the CMS Grammar School, Bariga, Lagos' chief speaker, Akinyele Taiwo Akinkunmi, open.
That's right. We'll take a short break. When we return, you will hear the rebuttal round. It's the last day in the round of 16. This is the first edition of I Beg to Differ.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I Beg to Differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact, both. Whether you shop in-store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi Backup Page, or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled O-B-I-W-E-Z-Y. That is O-B-I-W-E-Z-Y.
At GZI, we believe corporate success must go hand in hand with community impact. Through our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we've supported lives across Nigeria, from donating protective coveralls to street sweepers nationwide to organizing free medical outreach programs for our host communities. We're committed to improving lives, promoting safety, and giving back wherever we operate. GZI, building communities, inspiring change.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I Beg to Differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Welcome back. Special thanks to all our sponsors and partners. Importantly, special thanks to you, our esteemed listeners, for following through. We're streaming live on our social media handles.
That's right. Facebook and YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3. Join the live streams, like, comment, and share.
We now move into the rebuttal round, the arena of direct confrontation. Here, these students will challenge their opponent's arguments head on. They will test assumptions and expose contradictions. Let's see them defend their stance with clarity. Kings and Queenies Zenith School will go first now. CMS Grammar School will respond.
That's right. You've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
I may be mathematically calculated, geographically located, scientifically experimented, but never be debated. I'm here to debate, but it would be unwise of me to continue further without recognizing those people that made this debate session a wonderful success. So, to the speaker, I salute. The judges, I bow. I was likely to say, up it course highly observed. I'm Emmanuel Moff, my deputy speaker for Queenies any school, age 15 in SST. I'm here to address the argument made by the opposition. He claims that people respond better when there are rewards. However, I challenge the argument not with emotion but with logic and reason that rewards only create an intrinsic motive which only lasts for a short period of time, whereby people only recycle for the reward and not out of responsibility. But penalties aim to instill long-term sustainability and discipline. According to research in 2021 by the Journal of Sustainability, penalties create a long-term compliance than rewards. For that reason, that argument is not just weak, it is logically disconnected from reality. He also claims that rewards encourage participation. Well, I beg to differ. That argument cannot hold strong due to the fact that participation based on rewards are fragile. Government funds should not be used to bribe citizens into responsibility. Once the funding stops, so does the action. But penalties build a system of accountability that lasts for a long period of time. For this reason, that argument is just like a candle in a hurricane. It's fragile, it's feeble, and futile, therefore collapses like a house of cards. He also made mention that rewards generate revenue, so does penalties. Penalties generate revenue from fines, which make the system to become financially sustainable, hence reducing financial burden on the government. He made mention that rewards and penalties greatly affect poor people. Well, I do not agree with you on this argument due to the fact that a well-structured penalty system includes support and education to vulnerable groups. Now, ignoring penalties only lead to irresponsible behaviors that affects everyone, especially the poor. Moreover, community accountability turns penalties into protection and not oppression. For this reason, that argument is totally screwed up. He also made mention, he argues that rewards help to lower enforcement costs. Well, funds from rewards can be used to support infrastructure education, which can yield long-term benefits. Let's not forget our opportunity cost. He made mention that rewards helps to reduce corruption. That argument cannot hold strong. This is the fact that it only leads to gaming of the system, whereby people only recycle for the money and not show true concern for environmental issue. He argues that rewards help to inspire innovation. Well, I do not agree with you on this argument due to the fact that rewards may only support incremental innovation but can never drive groundbreaking changes. Innovators are motivated by more than just rewards. Rewards may lead to minor adjustments but can never replace recycling innovation. He argues that rewards help to encourage progress.
Speaking to the mic.
He argues that rewards encourages progress, so does penalties. So moreover, penalties help to reduce illegal dumping by creating a clear deterrence, which makes illegal dumping costly and risky. Moreover, countries like Singapore have greatly reduced illegal dumping through strict laws and enforcement. Honorable judges, penalties help to ensure widespread behavioral change, ensuring fairness, accountability, and financial sustainability. Therefore, their arguments are not just weak, they are based on emotion, assumption, lack strong evidence, and also they are fundamentally flawed and dangerously misleading. Therefore, I urge you to join our stance that government should focus more on penalties for non-recyclers than rewards for recyclers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, he rips the sheets.
You should be
symbolically.
You should be viewing the live stream.
You should be.
If you're not, I don't know what you're doing, but you should really view the live streams on Facebook and YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3.
This young fellow is going to end up in that National Assembly one day and will be tied to everybody who stands in his way.
That was a dramatic tear.
Well done. That was Emmanuel Omofoma of Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos. Time now to go to their opponent from CMS Grammar School, Bariga, Lagos.
That's right.
And that's Okhaifo Chukwudalu standing by.
You've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
With or without knowing, the opponent has already appealed to our side of the topic where they say reward is the key. Your chief speaker made mention about penalties are way too costly. You have already supported our motion. While your supposed speaker also made mention that funds from reward is revenue. With or without knowing, you have already supported the motion. And this, even the opponent has admitted to the fact that reward is essential in the daily lives of Nigeria. All protocols duly observed. I am Master Okhaifo Chukwudalu, yet to rebut the point of my opponent. My opponent first penalty made mention that without penalty reward makes it an option, but penalty doesn't. But do you know that why people will obey this? Because of fear, terror, and consequence of their action. Yes, we need to create a country where everything done is transparent, not a country that is being led out of fear or they do things out of fear. Now, what does recycling mean? Recycling means the proper reusing of product which has been used before. So now I ask, who are the non-recyclers? The masses, the uneducated. Now, how will you punish someone who doesn't know that what they are committing is an offense and yet you call it justifiable by law? This is a denial of their human rights. You also made mention that penalty creates revenue. How? When in a system where 1 billion is invested and only 400 million is accounted for, how do we expect to create revenue that will go back to the government pockets? In Nigeria, we've already seen how easily that the Nigerian system can be corrupted by officials, even by officials, and yet you tell me that this system will be transparent enough for people to be held accountable. You also said it sends a clear message to the masses. Now, I want to ask, who voted the government in? Isn't it the masses? By sending a clear message to them, you are sending fear into them. And now, the thing about politics is about pleasing the people, and there was a reason why they put you in. They didn't put you in for you to become a dictator, but we are practicing democracy in Nigeria, not dictatorship. You also said penalty prevents pollution. But do I tell that penalty doesn't? It only stops people from littering. What are the refuse that is already in our drainage system? How do we solve that problem? And that's where reward comes in, where people can collect plastic, go to collection centers and get paid from this. And this will reduce the amount of plastic or waste that is already in our drainage system, in which leads to flooding. You also said it pays for the harm they cause. But now, imagine a person, an uneducated youth in Kaduna. One day he's walking on the road and he finished drinking a bottle of Pepsi and he throws it on the floor without knowing that it's already a federal offense. And now such person is being picked up and sent to jail or being fined. How would that person feel? He's being punished for something he's not even aware of. Now, let me tell you something. Even in Nigeria, the issue is enforcement. In enforcing this particular penalty, to take more money than it gives. Why? Even in scenarios where we see a do not urinate sign and people still urinate, or upon though that there's a fine under it that says fine of 50,000, but yet people still choose to disobey. Now, in enforcing this law, the government will divert the money which is necessary for other parts of the economy into the penalty. You are creating a void system out of nothing. And now, let me tell you, by promoting reward, it makes things cheaper for the masses. Why? Because producers can come and buy from the collection centers and reuse it. Now, you also said penalty holds business accountable. But how? Isn't it the report that the officials or the officers give to their head that will be given to the government? Now, an officer who is already greedy is able to find someone of 500,000 and that person pays. Do you think it's the entire 500,000 that will be accounted for? No. Corruption is already in the system, and reward prevents that. Where we see reward collection centers where each kg is ready for an amount. For example, 1 kg can be 1,500 naira. So if someone carries 10 kg, to be accounted for by the system, the computer, the AI, not for the human being, which can be corruptible. You also said penalties are cheaper to implement, but this I don't believe. Now, the building of the stations, the building of the stations, the payment of the officials, and the payment of the officers. This is another money which will be added. In conclusion, opponents, with or without knowing, already appealing that reward is the key, not penalty. Thank you.
Thank you. That, of course, was Okhaifo Chukwudalu. Is 14 SS2 student of CMS Grammar School, Bariga, Lagos. You'd also heard from Emmanuel Omofoma of Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos.
We've also heard the opening and rebuttal rounds. When we return from this timeout, you will hear the closing arguments.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Hello there. I'm here to tell you about the world-class beverage cans producers, GZI. At GZI, excellence is our hallmark. We produce world-class aluminum beverage cans that meet the highest international quality and safety standards. Our cans are 100% recyclable, lightweight, and designed to keep every beverage fresh while protecting the planet. With state-of-the-art facilities and responsible production practices, we are proudly setting the pace for sustainable packaging across Africa. GZI. Yes, we can.
Multi-Plan Pathway College is a leading sixth form college in Lagos that empowers high school graduates with the knowledge and skill to secure placement in top global universities around the world. At MPC, we don't just prepare you for university, we launch you into a global future with the highest caliber A-levels, foundation programs, and international test prep. Every student finds the support, opportunity, and results to go from Lagos to the world. MPC, your future starts here.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You heard a brilliant round of rebuttals. Now we move into the closing round. Your final moment to persuade the judges and the listeners. No new arguments here. You know the rules. Just confidence, conviction, and the strongest expression of your position. CMS Grammar School, we will be reverting to you as the motion supporters, and to Okhaifo Chukwudalu, who will be closing for CMS Grammar School.
You have 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Alexandra II once said, and I quote, "Power comes with fear. And after this power is gone, the people who once feared you are the people who will take you down." This is what penalty is promoting in Nigeria. All protocols duly observed. I am Master Okhaifo Chukwudalu yet to conclude on the points given in the opening round. Now, the first point in which we gave was encourages long-term behavior. Penalty in the beginning will be well enforced, but after a long period of time, it will no longer be enforced. By reward promotes an habit, a long-term behavior which will stay with the person throughout their lifetime. Our second point is to encourage participation across all ages. We're not just targeting the youth, we're not just targeting children, we're targeting the market women, the uneducated, the people in rural areas, in order for them to recycle properly, and gain money through it. For example, an industry like GZI Industry, the lead sponsor of this debate, they create fresh and suitable plastic in which will cause no harm to the environment. Now, such industry, will you tell me we should close them down or we should punish them because of the mistake of their consumers? No. Even Pepsi, Nextcal, they all collect the containers in which was consumed by the consumers, and they pay them for it. This is a system showing that a country that promotes reward or good character multiplies it, while a country that punishes any little mistake creates fear and anxiety among the masses. Our third point is to uplift the informal sector. Let's face it, 90% of Nigerians are uneducated about the true effect of not properly disposing their waste or their plastics. Now, when we go to drainage system, we go to places like Makoko, and we see plastics even in the canals. And now, if such people are educated about the effect and how it will affect their daily lives, I'm 100% sure that they won't want to punish themselves all in the name of negligence. So education is what we need, and reward fosters that. Now, during the Fashola period, where we saw market women were denied from staying on the road, for the first 3 months, this system proved to be effective. But after the first 3 months, what happened? They continued to sell on the road. Where we see a road that is meant for cars, we see 2 people fighting on the road just to sell to 1 person. Now, why is this? Because of penalty is only enforced in the beginning. Then after the beginning, the system weakens and reward doesn't. Reward stays after a long period of time. We see collection centers, we see system. You don't even need a person to be in the collection centers for the people to get paid. You put in your plastic, the machine weighs it, and it pays you cash, and you go. And this will reduce recycling. Yes, penalty might reduce, in my opponent's word, the amount of waste or the amount of plastic being thrown. But what do we need? We need a long-lasting solution. The plastics in our drainage system, should we just leave it there? Should we abandon it? Should we do like they don't exist while they're affecting our daily lives? In conclusion, I leave you with this quote from a great grammarian. He said, "The day that power goes, fear comes. And the day that fear goes, discipline comes." Penalty creates fear, while reward creates unity. Thank you.
All right, closing for CMS Grammar School, Okhaifo Chukwudalu, 14 years of age, and SS3. Special thanks to their team, including Chief Speaker Akinyele Taiwo Akinkunmi, CMS Grammar School, Bariga, Lagos.
Now, Kings and Queenies School will close. You've got 3 minutes. Who will close? All right, you've got 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
As I said earlier, I'll be back, and I remain Ezedike Charles. Such a pity that my opponent indirectly rebutted during his closing arguments. Nevertheless, I'll love to rest my arguments here. Let's imagine for a second, there's not one household that recycles diligently, and there's one down the street that doesn't recycle at all, simply because the roads are not sustainable enough. This is neither fair to recycle nor safe to the environment. Without credible laws and penalties, the environmental delinquent keeps escaping with these degrading acts. Ladies and gentlemen, respected adjudicators, let me make this simple. We're not here to judge intentions, we're here to judge results. The motion suggests that celebrating recyclers, rewarding the few who do the right thing, is a more powerful solution than holding the rest accountable. But let me tell you, intention does not save the environment, accountability does. And so I ask, in the face of overflowing landfills, poisoned oceans, and a climate spinning out of balance, can we really afford to build a national waste strategy on applause and encouragement alone? If what only operates gives us a system where those who pollute face no consequence as long as someone else is doing the right thing. I do not stand here to dismiss reward. I sit here to dismantle the dangerous idea that I can stand alone. Because this debate is not about kindness, it's about survival. It's about the kind of policy that works, not the kind that looks good in headlines or sounds soft on paper. That's not policy, that's passivity, that's the government surrendering its responsibility. And in a world where environmental negligence is a global emergency, passivity is a crime in itself. Let's be honest, humans don't act from principle, they act from pressure. We stop at red lights not because we love order, but because there are consequences. We pay taxes not out of joy, but obligation backed by law. Why does recycling be the one fair where law backs away? We cannot be sustainability on the foundation of favors. We cannot correct responsibilities. Congratulations. We cannot call a system just when it protects the careless from accountability. And most of all, we cannot wait because the planet is not waiting. Pollution is not waiting. Climate change is not waiting. Every single day we delay reinforcements, we lose a little more of the earth we are supposed to protect. So I ask you now, as a debater or as a judge, but as a citizen, a witness and a voice of the future, if the government refuses to stand firm where destruction is deadly but silence, who will? The answer is not a slogan or smile. The answer is policy with teeth. The answer is not reward instead of punishing, but recognizing that punishment is not the enemy of progress. It's the guardrail of responsibility. And so now, let us not speak comfortably. Let us not be seduced by courage. Let us choose courage. Let us not be seduced by comfort. Let us choose courage. Let us speak courageously. Reject this motion, not because you oppose rewards, but because you understand fully now that without enforcement, reward becomes decoration. Empty, ineffective, and ultimately too late. Distinguished judges, the conclusion is just to draw. But my facts remain irrefutable. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where I stand. Thank you.
Well done.
Well done indeed. Well done indeed. That was Charles Chinedueze DK, 14-year-old SS3 student representing Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos, alongside his teammate Emmanuel Omofoma, who's 15 and also in SS3.
We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Join the live streams, like, comment, and share. Nigeria Info 99.3. Now it's in the hands of the judges, Femi.
Yes, because you can be proud. Whatever happens, whatever the outcome, you've taken a crucial environmental question and you've done it with insight and intensity. So we appreciate you. The margins will likely be slim. You can take heart that you gave it a good go. All right, we await the verdict. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll go to the judges' scorecard and would like to hear from them. Stay with us.
At GZI, we believe corporate success must go hand in hand with community impact. Through our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we've supported lives across Nigeria, from donating protective coveralls to street sweepers nationwide to organizing free medical outreach programs for our host communities. We're committed to improving lives, promoting safety, and giving back wherever we operate. GZI, building communities, inspiring change.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact, both. Whether you shop in-store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi backup page, or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled O-B-I-W-E-Z-Y. That is O-B-I-W-E-Z-Y.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Yes, brought to you by GZ Industries indeed. We go to the verdict in a bit. First, diction coach and judge Yvonne Okhaifo.
Thank you, Femi. I will start with Kings and Queenies College. Say comfortably, not comfortably, comfortably, okay? Comfortably. You almost swallow up the second syllable. So you just say comfortably, comfortable, comfortable, not comfortable, comfortable. All right? Say penalties, not penalties. Penalties, penalties. Say initiatives, not initiatives, initiatives, okay? Also say according to research or according to a research study. But don't say according to a research, because research is uncountable. If you want to make it countable, then you say a research study, or just say according to a study, okay? Also say, please obey the subject-verb agreement rule. Rewards, you said rewards encourages. You meant to say rewards encourage, okay? More than one reward, the verb drops the S, which usually indicates plurality. Say illegal, not illegal. Illegal. You either say you mentioned that, or you say you mentioned. Don't say you made mention that. Okay? You mentioned that we were going to do. Or you made mention of us going to do . Or simply you what's the other one I'm looking for now? For want of time, I'll come back to that. But let's keep it going. Delinquent, not delinquent. Delinquent, okay? Say illegal, say earth, not it. Earth, say thing, not tin. A tin holds beverage, like a tin of milk, okay? So you say thing, not tin. And say teeth, not teeth. Teeth, your teeth. And courage, not courage. courage, okay? Courage, not courage. To CMS Grammar School, I would say, don't say far more better. Okay? It's either better or not, but not far more better, because better is already in its comparative state. Say, please obey the subject-verb agreement to rule as well. So don't say reward, reduce corruption. If you want to make it make sense, you will say rewards, reduce corruption, okay? Say entrepreneurs, not entrepreneurs. Say over 40% of the Nigerian population is poor, not are poor. I know that the percentage makes it look like it's a lot, but you focus on the noun being modified by the percentage, by the figure. So over 60% of the country's population, it's a collective noun. But if you said over 60% of poor people, then the verb would be plural, because the noun being modified is plural. Say, I've already told both of you, don't say made mention that, okay? You either mention or not. Say ask, not ask. Ask. Uneducated. Say pocket, not pocket. Pocket. Kit, okay? Who voted in the government? Isn't it the people? Who voted in is a question in the past tense. The tag should be in the past tense as well. So it should have been, who voted in the government? Wasn't it the people, as opposed to isn't it the people? Okay? I believe that's all I've got, Femi. Aware, not aware, okay? Aware, not aware. I will stop there.
All right. We have only half a minute for the results. I guess the sensible thing would be to take our next break. And when we come back, we'll reel out the results for this contest between Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos,
Right.
and CMS Grammar School, Bariga, Lagos, represented by Charles and Emmanuel for Kings and Queenies, and Taiwo and Chukudalu for CMS. We'll be back.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Update. Here's the gist. New Good Mama detergent delivers express cleaning and fragrance boosters for extra freshness. All in a freshening pack made for your upgrade. Try it today.
Good Mama, the washing is fast. Good Mama, my fabric is smelling fresh. Good Mama, express cleaning. Good Mama, my laundry isn't too smile.
There's a reason she's a good mama. Express cleaning, extra fresh.
You love sharing Coke. Now, Coke wants to share something with you. Buy a Coke bottle with a name, slang, or nickname. Scan the QR code, enter the code under the cap, and you can win your slice of 250 million naira. That's right. From basic to eat girl, your next Coke might be your ticket to soft life. So, why are you still here? Grab yours now. Share a Coke. Share the vibe. Win the cash. Approved by FCCPC. Terms and conditions apply.
You don't just vibe to anything, and that's okay. Do you like it hot?
Hit me.
Then go for Mini Noodles Ninja Pepper flavored, the spicy rebel. Do you like it fresh?
Smooth.
Then get your Mini Noodles chicken and veggies flavor, the fresh gang. Maybe you like to party.
Giggy.
Then you need to have a taste of Mini Noodles Patty Jollof flavor, party starter. Or you could be a foodie.
That's it.
And you'll love Mini Noodles sloppy chicken flavor, the foodie vibes. Whatever you like, Mini-Me's got a flavor for you, so pick your vibe. Mini-Me Noodles. Slop life.
Mummy, what is 3 plus 1 plus 1?
5.
So what's 4 plus 1?
That's 5 school days of nourishing Ovaltine multi-chocolate goodness.
Yummy!
Buy the special Ovaltine pack with 4 sachets and 1 free for every school day. That's not all. Ovaltine is enriched with calcium, vitamin B12 and malt to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Lagos, are you ready? The countdown to Christmas begins at the first ever Enjoy Your Pre-Christmas Fair happening Sunday, November 30th, 2025 at Balmoral Convention Center, Victoria Island.
A Christmas fair for everyone. Kick off the festivities with a joyous lineup of glad tidings. Enjoy soul-stirring performances from Loud Urban Choir as our hosts Bam Bam and Feso take us on a magical journey. Dazzling dance showcases, drama, comedy, and a magical Christmas tree lighting ceremony.
Let your taste buds be the judge at our sizzling jollof cooking competition and family fair. Shop festive merch and discover surprise gifts beneath the Christmas tree.
And when the lights go down, turn up for an unforgettable after party to set the tone for Dirty December.
Enjoy your Christmas Fair, Sunday, November 30th. Let the countdown begin. To register, visit www.ajoyo.org.
Hello, Mrs. Martins.
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, how may I help you?
Junior's body temperature is high and he's complaining about headaches and body aches.
Not to worry. Get Bruston and suspension.
Okay, ma. I'll call you back.
Bruston and Suspension for Children is a sweet tasting brand of ibuprofen which provides relief against toothache, pains, and fever in children after 30 minutes.
Hello, ma. Oh, Junior, stop that.
Is everything okay, Mrs. Johnson?
Yes, ma. Junior is fine now. In fact, Junior, sorry, ma. I'll call you back.
Brustin and Suspension for Children. Always take the product after meal. If symptoms persist after 2 days, consult your doctor. A quality product from Rambaxay.
Introducing Sniper Hotshot Multi-Purpose Insect Killer. Ready to use and fast acting. Available in stores nationwide. Sniper Hotshot. Be precise. Be powerful.
Across Nigeria, stories are waiting to be lived. Family reunions in Calabar, big deals in Lagos, new adventures in Owerri, and one airline makes them all possible. Welcome aboard Cali Air, operated by ValueJet. Comfortable seats, friendly crew, on-time flights to Kano, Enugu, Port Harcourt, Abuja, and more. Make memories, close deals, see loved ones. Let Cali Air take you there. Book now at www.flyvaluejet.com. Cali Air, proudly cross river.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3.
This is where it all connects. All in one place.
GPS, Wike, and Co. are suspended because they've been engaging in anti-party activities.
But did he not campaign for Labour Party in Lagos State?
In Nigeria is just my pocket. Withdrawing police details from VVIP people.
Tomorrow I will call for the new people to come and join military. I would allow.
The news, conversation, information, and discussion. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome back as we go straight to the decision. Thanks to everyone for your time and our sponsors GZI, that's GZ Industries, and our partners OB Wheezy, Finatrust Microfinance Bank, and Multi-Plan Pathway College. Here's the decision. For your presentation round, judges Ama and Ufoma score it 10-9 each, while Chief Judge Chike scores it 10 to 8.5 for CMS Grammar School. CMS Grammar School 30. Kings and Queenies 26.5 for round 1. Round 2. All 3 judges score it 10-9 each. 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. That is 30 to 27. 30 to Kings and Queenies, 27 to CMS Grammar School. So, CMS Grammar School had led by 3.5 points in the first round, and Kings and Queenies led by 3 points in the second round, so the gap has been reduced from 3.5 to 0.5. bringing us to the final round. All three judges scored the final round 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. 30 to 27. Diction scoring is 10 to 8.5. All in favor by unanimous decision by 96.5 points to 92.5 in total. Congratulations to the duo of Charles Chinedu Ezedike and Emmanuel Omofoma of Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos. Well done, Charles, and well done to you too, Emmanuel. Brilliant. You did exceedingly well. Well done. Congratulations. CMS Grammar School, Taiwo and Chukudalu. Well, you had a great opening round, but I'm not sure. In your rebuttal round, you dropped the ball a little bit.
And in the closing round as well.
Yeah, in the closing round. And we've seen one school make this mistake before. This is the second time this mistake is being made. Do not use your closing round as a recap. That your closing round is where you bring on your style. It's about style. Don't use it to review what you have said or attack. There's no point.
Right.
Even Kings and Queenies started there. They made a statement, and then I think Charles made a statement, and then went on to his closing round. But well done, nonetheless. You've done well, CMS Grammar School, Bariga, Lagos. There is another opportunity, so take heart. Do not feel hard done by. It was close. In the end, it was a 4-point difference. And remember, your opening was great. Always work on your rebuttal round and your closing round, and you'll be fine.
Yes, we'll take a break now to usher in the next contestants, Danbath Schools and Straight Gate High School. You'll hear more about them when we come back.
The round of 16 wraps up.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria